Hey, what's going on, guys? Pretty good day. One thing that was odd was the dollar was up as well. So were the indices. So was gold and silver. I expect a retracement sooner or later. But here we have the dollar. So far on the dollar, we have the previous high. We made a double top. Came all the way back down to support, previous high. And we bounced all the way through. And now we got this little tiny whipsaw. So I'm not sure what's going on here, but it certainly was up. But it just felt like an exhaustion move again. You can see the longer wick for the daily close. We are closing above the EMA 8 and 13. We have a nice bounce off of support, so anything could happen. Look for a close above the double top to confirm a breakout. Could be, a 60-minute close, stuff like that, but that's up to your tolerance level. But daily close above previous highs would be probably the most significant, and then we can work on there on down to the weekly and monthly. But so far, right now, daily close shows a whipsaw back across inside the pattern, settling in on previous line of support. So there you have it. Nice bounce, right? And what I'm looking at here on a daily chart for the S&P is a bearish retracement back into resistance and got knocked back. Now this can build, create another opposing point, and then break out. But initially we have a breakdown and a bearish retracement, allowing prices to come back down, and I got support at 2211. Dow Jones, same thing, bearish retracement. Bearish retracements allowing prices, the elasticity of prices to come to equilibrium, allowing it to become more oversold, to come down. It's just a momentum bounce, right? Momentum, like you drop the ball off the curve, it comes back up at a lower height, and then allows it to drop even further. It's momentum. Let's get all this crap out of here. So, looks like this broke down, came into resistance. We might have a bullish harami there. We're still working with this 2-bar pattern, this falling star pattern, breaking below previous highs, breaking below these previous highs, down into this previous high, this previous low, had a bounce, but hit resistance. So definitely turned over. This can make a pattern and break out, no doubt, but as it looks here, it bounced off back into resistance and allowing it to falter. You get that rounding top. So that's what I'm seeing there. Shanghai looks like a nice little pop there. Pretty nice. Got the A, B bottom, consolidated, accumulated right across the EMA 8, popped into the next resistance line, closing on its highs. Maybe a retracement, maybe all the way to the next lines of resistance, but right now it looks like a churning of the bottom here, or a pop. Daily chart, Nikkei, no bearish retracement needed. Watch out below. But still, I would watch for any kind of retracement back into resistance and then take that short. I'm not a big shorting artist, but you can see very plainly the EMA 8 and the 34 are support and resistance, and once they pass those lines, it tends to go back and allow prices to fall. So right now we got a bounce, nice 2-bar pattern encompassing the 2 previous bars, filling that gap. We have a cross on the EMA 8 over the 13, signaling a longer bearish move. Intermediate, not very, this is a daily chart, so intermediate means, a week. But again, bouncing off here into support, back into resistance, allowing it, the bearish retracement consolidation, allowing it to fall. Ooh, Crude had a nasty candle right there. Looks like it broke out and came all the way back in. That pattern, you can see the pattern. Previous high, and it looks like it wants to come back inside the previous pattern break, which is that flat top right there. Flat top break, came all the way back in. Can't be for sure where this is going to go, but that's a nasty bearish encompassing candle for the daily chart. So I suspect that momentum will carry, closing at or near its lows. Natural point of return is way down the previous lows, previous highs. So there you go, Crude. Coal, right? Coal's having a hard ass time right now. I figured this thing would be bullish. In the long run, from January, middle of January, you can see the reverse head and shoulders down here. Bullish retrace, pop, channel break. Higher lows. Looks like the weekly's alright. It's just hanging on a thread. Needs to gather its legs, I guess. Now that daily chart just took a turn for the worst. See if we're going to hold. No need to hold. It already, well, it did, didn't it? It held. So maybe a bounce here. Otherwise, watch out below. Here we go, gold. So far today we're opening down, but see that inverted hammer right over that? I had a buy signal on Twitter. I tweeted it out. Saw that break and then came all the way back into support. Put a buy signal in, and the sell signal is at resistance. Previous lows, right where the 34 is hanging 10. You can see the cross above. It's see it hit, bounce, hit again. Looks like it's building, right? We need to get above that 34 on a daily chart just to start things off, because that 34 on a weekly chart is, let's see, where is it? It is 1164. That is on a weekly chart. Our EMA 8, magically enough. So on a weekly chart, we need to get above that 8. But, hang on here. Got a 3-bar pattern bottom. So far hitting resistance into previous lows. Into previous lows, still needs to build. We've got higher lows. Hopefully we can get a pop I'm thinking a pop into next previous lows, or right here at this line. Well, let's put this trend line in action and just say that's my resistance in and around right above 12. If we can do that the next week, that'd be awesome. Just go up and tap that thing, and then nice bullish retracement again, and then try again. But remember, these things take a while to recover. We have a pretty nice start for the year. And nice bearish retracement here, allowing it to come down, catching its legs. Let's see if we can grab this, consolidate. Remember the three, hitting the 34 SMA 3 times, so we're not even to the first time, second time, or third time. Could be months before we hit above 1280. But with that being said, you never know what's going to happen, because these things, I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen things get really volatile. As you can see, we're not above the weekly. Nice inverted hammer, nice continuation pattern. Going into previous lows, I think that our next stop of resistance is in and around 1720. Pop above 17 would be nice this week. And once it pops that EMA 8 with some momentum, it'll just let go. You can see the left shoulder here. Now the head, maybe the right shoulder will be coming in. Nice. Pretty nice. Let's do copper. Copper's got a bearish retracement going on. See that come down, back in, and then looks like I had a run again, and then it came all the way back, making a nice reversal underneath the EMA 8. And I'm not going to call that a inverted hammer because it's below our support, and we're coming off of a top. So it looks like more down action for copper to catch. Well, that's the weekly anyways. There. That's a better view. Reversal bar. Reversal bar, and then opposite reversal bar. Well, let's see here. Well, I might have to recant my last statement. Plenty of room to come down, but if things are bullish as they are on the other markets, I think that copper will come along with it. But let's see, a breakdown. We had to put in a hammer. Bearish retrace. Didn't really take. Knocked out the bottom. Knocked out the bottom. I can go either way. Look for previous high breaks. Take out this previous high right here. But ultimately, that did break down the 34, and it did bearish retrace. But see, now it's coming across the EMA 8. Has it consolidated already? That's my question. Maybe it has consolidated. I'm thinking long term, and it has room to come down. I'm thinking daily and short term, because that's a breakdown on a weekly. That's a breakdown below the EMA 8, and then hit resistance on a bearish retracement and made a nasty reversal bar, a falling star. So it has plenty of room to come back into support. Then you look at the shorter term, and it looks like it wants to make a quick churn here. I think it wants to make a quick churn. Oh, we'll have to monitor that. Bearish on the long term, bullish on the short term. Supply and demand. Bulls and bears. Battle is on. Alright, GDX. Pretty nice day for the miners, I would like to say. Nice island bottom, right? Reverse head and shoulders pop. Let's see a break into previous lows. So weekly, want to get above that EMA 8, right? Always. So starting off the week above the EMA 8, that means we have support. Okay, previous lows. Let's knock it into previous lows and hit that EMA 13 as hard as we can to bust through the other side of that pattern. Price range into previous lows. Let's get above our weekly SMA 34. Change some trend, change the momentum. It looks good. It looks like a reverse head and shoulders coming in. Let's pop it at 13, make a quick U, and say goodbye. I mean, it's nice. Oh, and one thing I wanted to mention on silver was on the daily chart, the nice, you can see it, reverse head and shoulders, and then the prop, and it broke. It broke today. So we have a small reverse head and shoulders on the daily, and it popped and came back into support. So what do I say? Buy into support. The previous breakout, we got support at this double bottom right here. If those lines of support break, then you might rethink your orders, but as it seems right now, and look at it, I mean, it's still going. We opened up on silver. So I just wanted to mention that. I tweeted that on my rustysmetals account, if you want to follow me over there. Where was I? GDX. GDX daily. Opening Tuesday, right? The gap. The run. The bullish retracement, which if you watched my hour-long video, you saw this over and over and over again. Look for previous high breaks. Look for that flat top break, the best probability trade that you will find. 95% percentile. If you just learn those movements, coming across the 34, back into the 34, and then break that top. Buy into support, and then the flat top break. Doesn't always, there's nothing with chart reading that's always going to work, but high probability, you know where you're getting into, and you're pretty much safe. I mean, what do you got to lose on that? GDX on the flat top break. Let's see if we can figure resistance. I'm going to take those bodies at 23. I'm thinking once this thing going though, I mean, it's going to break previous lows and hit the other side. So maybe 25. So we need to hit that, come back and run again. Sell into resistance, catch that support, ride again. You got to buy the dips on this bad boy once we get going. Same. Nice reversal. Breaking across the EMA 8 on GDXJ. JNUG. I did buy this on Friday. I was a little bit early, and I keep saying, but I wasn't late. I was a little worried at the peak here, but I had faith in my longer term charts and the daily chart, that 1-2 punch. I'm looking at resistance in and around 8 to 10 into previous lows. We got a meeting line right here at 9. We got previous highs. I don't imagine this is going to hold prices back too much. This previous high over here might, but this meeting line is pretty heavy with resistance, and so is previous lows. So I'm thinking a punch into 10. So a quick double, no problem. This thing's a badass mover. And volume is above average. Yeah, watch that 1-2 punch right over the 34. Let's see how high we can get it. Watch the retracement. Buy in the support. This thing is going to be a monster. I'm going to keep riding this thing back, and back, and back. Nugget. Same thing. Daily charts. We talked about this. I spoke every single mining stock I can come up with. That 1-2 punch over the daily chart. Bitcoin. Still going. I put it out there when it crossed 1,000 over the week, or over the holiday on Monday. You can see the previous high break, and it is going. We get coming into resistance, so watch it. Let's get a longer term chart going so you can see the points. So this previous high here just broke. So now we got support. You see that? We got support on this previous high. So look for retracements back into support, and I think that already happened. So all we have is all-time breaks. And as I said before, take the high, take the low, and then we got a measured move. That's a monster as well. Best currency of the 2016 right there. Unbelievable. Let's just take a look at a couple here. See how we fared. We want to go to a daily. 1-2 punch coming in. Oh, come on. There we go. 1-2 punch on Tahoe. I like that chart. I drug this thing out way down. Monthly chart looks like a newish. No, I didn't know it was that new. But look for some kind of bottom. So far for a month we got higher lows confirmed. Well, not confirmed, but it's breaking into previous. Let's break previous highs of last month's candle, and then you can say that it's confirmed. Just a couple more, keeping it short and sweet. CLF. Now, this and JNUG have got to be the next bull market's biggest runners. CLF didn't do much today, but look for previous lows, breaking into previous lows for the first round. Bullish retrace, and then, I mean, let's take our opposing points and chart a course. Looks like we'll get into that area sooner or later. Could just do one of these for years, or it could just within the year. But that chart is awesome, that J curve, or J hook, whatever you want to call it, that J pop. It's going to pop. TGD. Oh yeah, I forgot to review the, yeah, hang on, let me see if I can find that. Daily. Let's keep on the dailies. TGD broke into resistance, bullish retrace, and having a little bit of struggle to get above, but it looks bullish. You got the cross on the EMA 8 now. You got support. Let's see. BGZ. Someone had a question about that. It's in that channel. It's in a channel. Breaking outside the channel, I would ride. Take it. Take it. So back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. This right here is what I call more bullish, because it didn't come back down to the other side of the channel. It's double bullish, as I say. This came down, didn't touch. Well, at that point we didn't have opposing points. But here we do. And once that is situated, then it came down, didn't come all the way back, and that's what I call double bullish. So here we have a pop across the 34, bullish retracement, and we have that 1-2 punch coming in. Trade previous highs, trade outside the pattern, whatever you got to do. That's a bullish. It's setting up to a bullish move. What was that one? Oh yeah, GNCA. I apologize I didn't cover this in the last video, but the reason why, one of the reasons why I forgot about it is because it's not a minor. So I wanted to just, I'll do this review for you. GNCA, it's a what is that? Biosciences. But I just, instead of getting off track and doing all sorts of different equities, I just want to keep to the minors. Keeping it simple is all I am aiming at. But nonetheless, it's in a pattern, right? You can see the pattern. It's got opposing points. It was double bullish here, kind of climbed, hit the other side, came down, hit the other side. Now it's consolidating over the 34. It came back through. We got a reversal bar here, so that's your last line of defense. This looks like a stair-step consolidation. We got a nice tight U right over the, well, that could be a bearish retracement. I think I told you in the comment section to hold 4. If it doesn't hold 4, it's not worth holding, because it could come down to previous lows, and at that stage, who knows where it's going to stop. But you can see maybe a reverse head and shoulders on the consolidation up here. So flat top break at 450, hold the 4. I think I realized where you bought it when I was looking at this. No, that's, oh no. Long-term chart, your price is coming into the end of the pattern. Price is going to get squeezed, but you see how far it is from the end of the pattern. So you might have a while before it breaks out. That's what I'm noticing there. Anything could happen. And as far as this, I'm going to have to change my interpretation on that bearish consolidation there. Well, I guess it's holding the line, but here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this cross over the 34 and the bearish retracement, allowing the prices to come back down. So you got previous low for support. You got previous low support over here. I would make sure you hold the 4, otherwise it's going to come all the way back down. And I think what you said was you bought it up here on that break. So you got caught up in the throwback. But, so hold at 4. I don't know if this is a bearish retracement or not. Could be freaking me out, tricking me. But watch the bearish retracement. Watch for previous low breaks. If it keeps coming down, watch that 4 emotional spot on the chart. If it doesn't hold 4, your tolerance level, it's up to you whether you want to hold it or not. So that being said, still watching. Ooh, look at that TRX 1-2 punch. EXLLF looks like a 1-2. Hit resistance back into support 1. Just a reversal. Look for previous high breaks on that. Looks pretty nice. Pretty low volume though. But that's when you want to get into these things. You don't want to chase it. Yeah. UEEC. Lo and behold, flat top break came in. Pretty nice. I was skeptical with all the fake news whether or not this was going to break. Hasn't fully broken. It's closing on its high, so that's good. But we have a previous high up here that might hold it back. URRE. I don't think that quite broke out yet. I did buy some. That's interesting. But this is something that might pop. Go. This might be an interesting pop. Since UEC ran today, what do you think URRE might do very shortly? Something to watch here very, very closely. URRE. GPL. Nice. Still hanging. Oh, there's my buy order. That wasn't showing up last time. Still hanging in there. So pretty good day. Awesome. I made a 20% on JNUG. I mean, cannot complain about that. I'm waiting for resistance. Let's take another. It's coming into resistance now. It needs to break into, confirm that reversal, break into previous tops 8 on the 10. That's where I'm looking at myself. Depending on how I'm feeling, whatever, but I'm in it for the long haul. I like all these moves coming across that daily chart. I was listening to a guy about wave analysis again. Way too complicated. I mean, seriously. Long-term cycles, whatever. That cross across the 34, coming back into support, and then the 1-2 punch. Watch for the flat top break. This guy was gabbing on about historical cycles, which I totally agree that things repeat in patterns. But man, he's making it way too complicated. Here, I want to make it simple. 3 lines in a chart and a whole bunch of candlesticks. Not a whole bunch either. There's like 11 of them that you need to know. Very, very simple. Sell into resistance, buy into support. Bam, bam. I'll see you guys.